Wind currents. Objective: to learn about the global wind pattern. During the day, the strong sun heats up areas on the Earth's surface. The air above the heated surface receives heat from it. As the air gets heated, it becomes lighter and rises. This creates a region of low pressure in that area. The cooler air from the surrounding areas rushes in to take its place. When the warm air reaches the atmosphere, it gets cooled, sinks, and comes down. This causes convection currents to be set up in the air. This causes winds to blow. Now, let's learn about global wind patterns. Let's first take a look at the Northern Hemisphere. The regions close to the equator receive the maximum heat from the sun. The air near the Earth's surface at the equator becomes warm and rises. This produces a low-pressure region at the equator. The cooler air from the region at latitudes of about 30 degrees north of the equator rushes in to occupy this low-pressure region. As the warm air reaches the upper levels of the troposphere, it cools down and rushes downwards to the areas of latitudes of about 30 degrees north. This area thus becomes a region of high pressure. From the 30-degree latitudes, the wind again blows towards the equator. This creates convection currents in the air in this region. Again, the air at latitudes of about 60 degrees north of the equator is warmer than the polar air, and so rises, thus creating a low-pressure region. The cold, dense air from the polar region rushes down to take its place. This again causes convection currents in the air in the region between latitudes 60 degrees and 90 degrees north. At latitudes 30 degrees north of the equator, the air moves in a downward direction. At latitudes 60 degrees north, the air flows in an upward direction. This creates a third current, having moderate temperature, in the region between the latitudes 30 degrees to 60 degrees north. The same wind pattern is followed in the Southern Hemisphere. To summarize, during the day, due to the strong sun, the air above the surface of the Earth gets heated and rises. When the warm air reaches the upper levels of the troposphere, creating a region of low pressure in that area, it gets cooled, sinks and rushes down, setting convection currents in motion. This causes winds to blow.